Welcome to Roundtable. I'm Drake, and thanks for joining us today. With me is AdioRadley, along with special appearances by Ezow and SamWisely. Ezow, how was your day today?
Oh, Ezow?
Ezow, ja.
Du kannst meinen Namen Unrecht sagen. Ich werde dich umbringen. I actually just threatened to kill you. So...
Adventure Time, have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
Have you?
Yeah.
Have you seen that episode where
Whoa, Marcel,
Princess Bubblegum is talking to, what's her name, the rainbow lady? Talking to Lady. And Lady's talking in Korean. And then Princess Bubblegum is just like, oh, let's get going. And then I looked up the translation one time. It was Lady's life story. But Princess Bubblegum didn't speak Korean. So she's just like, trying to look like she was
right.
concerned.
Exactly. No, I haven't seen very many episodes.
Okay.
Maybe like a handful.
I don't know why, but every time I get into a TV series, I watch all of it.
Well, see,
right
if I
then
had
and there.
the ability to, I would. But I don't.
I watched the first season in like 2 hours or something.
Were you guys around when Whoosh 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 was the film fest? Like,
What's whoosh whoosh whoosh?
do you know what film fest is?
I mean, oh yeah.
So Whoosh 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 was a saying that he popularized after Core mentioned it in one of his sermons. And because of its popularity, it became the phrase that everyone had to use in their film.
Oh.
Whoosh whoosh whoosh.
And
Just kind of like, what was it? The...
So he was a wild
Friends.
donkey of a man.
Yeah.
What was it? Worship Teaching Friends?
Yeah.
WTF.
Yep. So one guy made a song called "It Won't Go Whoosh." It was.
Dude, Film Fest was
kind of
awesome.
funny. Yeah, it was
Film
like
Fest is
terrible,
just
but
totally-
great.
Yeah.
Sometimes those are the best, though.
And I was
Like
I was
the
at a,
Hope Bus song.
yeah,
I mean,
I was at a a bonfire night,
Mhm.
and the guy who did the "It Won't Go Whoosh" was there, and he was talking about how he was at a grocery store or something, and someone that he'd never seen before walked up and was like, "Hey, you made that song about the whooshing and stuff," and he was like, "How much internet do you do? How many videos do you watch every day that you found mine?" So yes, in my answer.
Other funny story. I was playing League once. Like I watched this dude on YouTube had like a few thousand views, just talking opinions, and I ended up seeing the same gamer tag on League, and I was just like, dude, you by chance have
Did you actually-
YouTubes?
did you
And it
actually
was
tell
him. Well, I was like, oh my word! He played as Timo though. I kind of wanted to kill him.
Oh.
Oh, you don't like Timo? I was thinking about picking up Timo.
Nobody likes Timo. Like, if you've noticed the memes, they're generally him depicted as Satan.
I haven't been...
Didn't notice that culture? Yeah, he's basically Satan of LOL.
I see, well, it's a good thing I stopped then, huh?
Yeah. Don't want that kind of blood in your hands.
No. Not at all. There are horns on my head.
Yeah. And, like, cute little eyes that just scream demon fire.
Solving world hunger?
As every
Solving world thirst.
something like that.
We've come up with about a dozen or so ways to do it.
Right? That's all we do. We don't
We just come up with
ideas. Like, okay, guys.
Right.
Number 83 on how to solve world hunger. We're doing good, guys.
We have solved this theoretically so well.
Right? The people in our models are so happy.
That makes me feel good inside.
It's terrible when I'm in a crowd because then my voice just gets lost. But then if I'm in a house whispering by myself,
Why
can
do
hear
you
it.
whisper in a house by yourself? That's very strange.
Well, I guess I'm the only one awake.
Oh my gosh. I'm in a room right now. By myself. Are you? So are you playing StarCraft?
No, I wish.
Are you playing Attack on
Wait, what
Titan?
requires that much cooking?
Minesweeper.
Oh.
Yeah.
I am addicted to it, and I wish there was a program to free me of this demon.
You can't uninstall.
You can always play like
It's
World of
browser-based.
Warcraft. Browser based. No.
Or you could eat my food.
Oh, yeah.
It's delicious. It tastes like tomatoes and basil.
It was so good yesterday too.
But this is different.
What?
This is not the same stuff. Just because it's red.
You know
This is
that
very different. This is not nearly as thick. I didn't add milk. There's way more tomato and basil flavor. Yesterday was a bunch of Italian stuff.
I'm gonna go grab.
I think you're this awesome.
Oh, thank you. And or that makes me sad.
I don't know. It depends on what our scale is. You know.
Yeah,
15
I always said that.
my brother and I like doing
18
that.
centimeters long.
What was it?
If people like ask, oh, how good was it or something, and we don't really feel like answering
Was
it,
this
we'll just
good?
be like, it's about 37.
Yeah. No, I noticed this at the frat house I stayed at the summer. They would rate girls on the reverse scale by how many shots you would have to take in order to get with them.
Wait, they what?
They rated girls on how many shots needed before you would get with them. So it was kind of interesting.
Indeed. Apparently, they know their alcohol tolerance very well.
They obviously do. Like if you got it down to like I know what 2.5 will do.
Exactly.
Isn't it like the more fat you have, the more resistance to?
It's actually muscle that I feel like does it.
I think so. Otherwise, women would be a little better at drinking than they are.
Oh.
I don't think they're better than they are. No, that would be.
Because I knew this one guy.
Most girls end up out in about 3 to 4.
I mean, like weight in general will help you drink more.
yeah,
but
weight.
I think he's right. That muscle helps more than fat does.
And
I think.
it does also depend on things like nationality. Actually, strangely enough.
I wonder. I mean, there's got to be something physiological about that.
Yeah, there's.
If they just produce whatever enzymes or stuff that breaks down
Well,
alcohol faster.
And like
Naturally.
certain, they respond differently to different types of alcohol. Like
okay.
you've heard of like Asian flush, right?
Asian what?
Maybe.
Asian flush.
Flesh.
Flush.
Flesh. Okay, I was gonna say
Like-
Asian flesh is no different than European.
Well, different
Color.
melanin, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But no, they respond differently to different types of alcohol. Like so, they drink certain things and they'll get like their face will go really red.
I did not know that.
I was red once.
Did you enjoy it?
I was a lobster.
Wow.
So I had tons of fun, especially when the Titanic fell.
Oh, not that.
What was it?
Shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts? Yeah.
Yep.
One thing that I want to try to recreate one day is, I think it's Veroniki.
It's what, Ronick? What?
No, Veroniki.
What is that?
It's like, what are they called? Pasta with that cheese in it. Ravioli. Except it has cabbage and potato.
Oh.
The cabbage ones taste really good. Or it's Veroniki might be
Is that a
the
Ukrainian
pig
dish?
fat.
Is that a Ukrainian dish?
They made it so good. It's weird because the cabbage has kind of like a salty flavor.
Does all cabbage have salty flavor, or did it just absorb something that...
I'm guessing it probably absorbed something.
Yeah.
You know, I hope they did. Because I've had cabbage before and it wasn't salty.
Salted cabbage.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was boiled, so maybe something happened. Maybe it evolved. It became ultra cabbage.
This is my final form. Salty.
Salty head of cabbage. Assaulting head of cabbage. Assaulting your head with cabbage.
This just turned into, what's that called? Word association.
Yeah. So he went from having a salted cabbage to assaulting your head with cabbage. Fair enough.
I'm writing music right now, and I'm getting ready for NaNoWriMo.
NaNoWriMo?
Yeah, National Novel Writing Month.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I was going to do that too.
That's November. You got time.
Yes.
Good. Are you gonna just like start from scratch right on November 1st, or are you gonna try to come up with like somewhat semblance of a plot before it starts?
I think I'll just start from scratch because that's cool.
Okay.
It's probably going to be death, but especially
Thank you.
since a bunch of assignments are due on the 7th.
Things change around here so quickly.
I know, right?
I don't have my ear to the ground, finger on the pulse. Whatever kind of metaphor you want to come up with. I am not up with the times.
The New York Times.
Not that one either.
Yeah, me neither. What's going on in the world?
And people are dying.
People are dying.
People are upset about things.
Yeah, everyone's having a bowl of cereal. Oh.
Did you mean to make that sound like Ebola?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
I did hear a great Ebola joke.
Ooh, lay it on me. Not Ebola, the joke.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I'd tell you the joke, but you're not going to get it.
Oh no. That's great but horrible.
You can only tell that one in America. Not in Austin.
Specifically in Minnesota.
Right.
Guys, stop worrying about Ebola. I saw it on Twitter and I started laughing so hard, especially because the "you're not going to get it" was all in caps.
You can send love or hate mail to Mr. SamWisely at SamWisely on Twitter.
Yep. Where you'll see that I retweeted that one.
I thought it was AdWisely. Oh, never mind.
SamWisely.
There you go.
Wisely is my tag for, like, games.
And you're not going to rebrand your whole...
Life around games? No.
I still can't do that. I don't know if I want to either.
I
feel- I can crack my thumb.
Super fun.
How did that start?
It was a YouTube thing, right?
Well, no, how did it start in our house?
Oh.
Because it became commonplace that if you got a sick burn on somebody, or if you thought that somebody got a sick burn on somebody when they didn't mean to, which is much more common. If, like, I said something and someone else is like, "Oh, nice," and I didn't mean it to be mean in any way. And then they would, to show their support of the burn, would put their arm as far over their head as they could
Uh-huh. I remember you doing that.
and snap.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it came out of Russ and I talking somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It must have been 2 years ago.
I still think my favorite one was hearing Daryl playing music upstairs.
What?
Daryl was listening to what was the song?
I always forget the name of the song. We Are Young, I think.
It was "We Are Young." Okay, so by Fun. He was listening to "We Are Young," and I could hear it from upstairs. And without thinking, there was like 4 of us sitting on the couch, and I look up and I go, "I didn't know Daryl liked Fun."
Oh.
And Russ is like, "Ooh, sick,"
Your
but that's how most of the things happen. None of them were ever on purpose.
I like how your elbow is like almost
Oh, yeah.
beyond your.
You don't look cool at all when you're doing it.
No, you're like making a pyramid with your elbow. It's like, hey guys.
You're not supposed to look cool.
Yep.
I
Because
think
the other guy feels so silly that it doesn't matter.
since I can't do that flick thing, I'm just gonna go
That could work.
just like slap myself in the jaw with a pyramid of an elbow.
I'm really glad we're doing only sound effects things right now on an audio podcast.
Hey, Mike Orgnetta has a podcast about sound.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
He does. But the fact that we're discussing an entire hand motion.
Yeah. Well, I think most people know what the finger flick is. It's like.
Yeah.
That's.
So it's like the finger slap where you slap your finger against the other 2 fingers
And say, how dare you?
and say, "How dare you?" But then you're going to put your arm behind your head so that your elbow is towards the back, the top of the back of your head. And so, like, if you're doing it with your right arm, your left hand your right hand is now kind of by your ear, your left ear.
It's like when you're doing a shoulder stretch.
And then you
Yeah,
snap it.
true. It's kind of like that.
And it just kind of puts a crick in your neck.
So worth it.
So worth it. 50 years of neck injury. So worth it.
For a sick burn.
So worth it.
For a sick burn, bro.
Sick burns are forever, man.
Sideburns are forever, man.
No.
But we should make like an intro jingle too.
Ooh.
Like, maybe- Like I'm gonna push Sam. So just say, "Hey," really loud. Ready?
Hey!
And then you take something like, "He's gonna fall down the stairs."
I'm so confused.
And then if you add it all together, it'll sound like I pushed you down the stairs.
Let's do it.
Hey.
I have fallen down the stairs and I'm in great pain now.
Oh,
I kind of want to try to see if I can
sure, I'll calm about it.
do
Ah!
Sam, are you okay? Are you okay?
You
Eddie.
sound a little bit more enthused at trying to help me.
Sam, are you okay? Addie, quick, call the fire department.
They didn't give me their number, even though I asked.
Sam, you're screwed.
Wait, what? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out who's coming to Smash tonight.
Sam, I'm so glad that you take every word I say into consideration. You're like my best friend. Whenever you don't listen to me, you make me feel like a pile of dog petals.
I didn't know dogs had petals.
Only the flowery ones.
Mm.
But they're so rare, because all dogs stink.
Wow. We just lost a real big part of our viewer base.
All 0 of them. Oh. No, I actually like dogs. I like dogs a lot more than cats.
Backpedal all you want.
Cats suck! There goes the rest of them. I'm an emu person. I just love my emu.
And the world doesn't understand you.
The world doesn't. Somebody will understand me. The people with emus, just emu eggs every morning. They have a big, like, instead of chickens, they have an emu egg. Like, what is that thing called? It's not a pen, but it's a coop.
Oh, yeah.
A chicken coop. They have a emu coop. Come on. Emu coop. And they have to go in there and try to grab all the eggs.
Mm.
But since the birds are so big, you have to like hit and run and dodge because they're attacking you.
They could actually hurt you.
They can actually kill you. Maybe. They're like they kick you, they peck you to the ground and then they curb stomp you.
I'm just seeing an emu farmer reaching in to grab. Basically, just gotta be careful or else then you hear like a rah, rah, rah. Takes his arm back out and it's missing the hand.
Oh,
I got it.
not again. Again? You think they
You
would
only
learn
made that mistake twice.
Do you have any hidden talents that you would like to share?
I hide most of my talents, actually.
Wow, that's a really cool talent.
It depends on how well you know me. I have a few talents. I don't know how many you actually know about.
I know that you're an excellent dancer.
Whoa.
Oh man.
I mean, I am dancing right now.
Yep. And you are like ripping it up.
Ripping it up and throwing it on the ground and telling it never to come back.
And I threw it on the ground! Oh. It's like
back will kill you.
And then I know you play music.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're writing music.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you used to write stories. And I know that you're going to do the novel thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you that StarCraft stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a decent gamer guy. MLG.
MLG 2015.
2015, yeah!
Already happened. Oh, it didn't.
No, 2014 happened.
2014 is this year.
I don't even know if they've had the finals for that. I know DreamHack Winter probably hasn't happened.
Saw a
Winter.
little bit of the League of Legends Championship on YouTube
Oh yeah?
like 2 days ago.
It was insane.
Was it actually?
I saw a little bit.
Yeah, people literally just
Oh gosh.
lost their minds.
Oh
and
no.
some tried to eat each other. Others thought they were. I can't make the person's name fast enough.
Sam was actually there over in, was it Korea? Was it going on in Korea?
I was not over there.
Weren't you?
No.
Oh.
Thank you for lying to our listeners.
Our listeners in air quotes, because Sam doesn't want to be a part of this.
I'm gonna be. What?
Yeah, you
As
just.
soon as I start working out, I'm going to be downstairs and not part of the podcast. I'm just talking while I'm here.
You probably will stay for all of it. Yeah.
I'm answering people's Facebook messages.
You can also find Sam Wisely on Facebook.
I don't want everyone to find me on Facebook.
If you look hard enough.
If you look hard enough, you'll find him.
We're all on Facebook. Just not going to find us.
That's
Yep.
not necessarily true.
He goes by Samwise Gamgee, and you can like his page. LOTR,
No
guys.
connection to the
LOTR.
Hobbits.
No connection to the Hobbit. That's
Just-
right.
Just an essence with the Hobbit.
No, Samwise. Yeah, Samwise Gamgee wasn't in the Hobbit.
He should have been.
I don't think he was even alive.
He might have been.
Was he alive? I
I
think.
don't know. How old was Bilbo when he went on the journey? Was he like 60 or something?
I feel like he was younger than that. But Sam was like 30 in the book.
Right, and
Frodo was like 50.
and Bilbo was 111. So
Yeah.
I guess probably not actually.
Yeah. He's old.
Quite.
Yes. So what about hidden talents? Do you think you have any others that I haven't mentioned already? You're great at improv. I can tell right now.
Quite. I thought I was supposed to be telling the truth though.
Well, no, you can lie if you want.
Oh, nice. I'm
Yeah.
a great dragon tamer.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I always wanted to be a lion tamer. Wait, did you say dragon?
I said dragon. Just to make sure it was realistic.
Yeah. What about you, Mr. Wisely?
I missed the question.
Hidden talents.
Well, since this is an audio podcast and not visual, no one who's listening to this as of now knows that I have a beard.
We all know that you're a dwarf, though. With the greatest of beards.
When did we say that?
Just now.
Oh, not actually a dwarf, but I do
No,
have a
he's
beard.
not. He's a regular person.
I also play music.
Mhm.
I skateboard and longboard.
Mm-hmm.
I play Smash Bros. I am literally going to my Twitter bio to see what else I do.
No.
I often forget what I do too.
What day is it today?
I do a lot of youth ministry stuff, both through school and for other areas of my life.
Mhm.
And I'm playing with a lighter right now because I smoke tobacco pipe. I smoke pipe tobacco
That is a
Very-
hidden talent right there.
very infrequently. That was less talent and more of a terrible bio.
No, but seriously, he's so good at smoking pipes.
All those smoke rings. Oof.
Not actually true.
Like
I
when
only smoke
Gandalf
like
made that one
Once a week.
no, once
Pirate
a ship,
That just
which is
shows
smoke.
It was innate talent. Picked it up right from the start.
Yeah, I picked it the first time he picked it up, I saw him blow a pirate ship through a ring
Mm-hmm.
that he made with his fingers.
Mm-hmm. His fingers can smoke too.
In fact, he can ignite his entire body on fire.
I haven't seen that yet.
Oh, maybe that was somebody else. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Oh, if you could be a hero, what would you do?
Like, what would I do to become heroic? Or if I had some kind of, like, heroic ability, what would I use it for? Or
Yes, both of those.
Both of those. That's two questions in one.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
What would I want to be known being heroic for? To be honest, I always thought that if I had a lot of free time, I would love to be like a volunteer firefighter. That would be real sweet, I think.
That'd be intense.
That too.
But mostly in
Actually-
trucks.
Yeah, I was gonna say most firefighters don't live in tents, surprisingly.
Yeah, that's
They live in trucks.
They, no, they also don't live in trucks.
Darn.
although they would be in trucks more
They're
often
in-
than in tents, probably.
Probably.
What about you, Mr. Wisely?
I also don't live in a truck or a tent.
Oh, okay. I was gonna ask, what about a hero-ness? If you could be a hero, what would you do, and how would you get there?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be known to be a hero.
Okay.
I think.
You
And
can
this
be a hero without being known to be a hero, though.
I'm not the definition of hero I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah, that's semantics.
Are you thinking of heroes and somebody to look up towards?
Yeah, not even that. Like, hero to me just seems like someone who's well known for whatever they're doing.
That's not at all what I think of. It's interesting.
And like, well known in a positive way for it.
Okay.
And so like I'm doing youth work type stuff because I want to make a difference in people's lives, but I'm not like. I don't think I ever want to be the person who's like, wow, that is the world famous youth worker. I've done something wrong then. As far as like the other way you could have taken that, like superhero, something like that, I've always thought that teleportation would be super cool.
Teleportation?
Yep. And like
every day I think about that. Like, wouldn't it be so great?
And
Sorry,
like
go
I have limits put on it, so it's not OP.
Not too wop.
Nope.
QQ.
You need to either be able to physically see it, or it needs to be a place that you have a great affinity for.
So like blinking.
Why do you want it not to be OP?
I don't, because
That'd be too easy.
it shouldn't be like, well, I'm just going to go to this place I've never been to before because I can do that, but I can be like, I can see way over there, and I'm just going to appear there.
But why shouldn't it be that way?
Because I don't really like reading comics or watching movies where it's just like, wow, one guy is crazy strong. Because that means that, like, to create any tension, they have to make it so silly with a way to beat the person. I'm like, no way, they happen to have the one tiny part of the planet that would completely disable him. Shout out to Superman. Like,
But real
Hashtag
life
Superman.
is a little different than comics, and so do you want to live your life in such a way that there has to be tension and there has to be all kinds of like, you know,
dramatic stuff.
Yeah.
No, but why not?
Fair enough.
Can't argue with that.
No, like, I also want to be a normal person. And if I could just, like, teleport wherever the heck I wanted to, then I feel like I would abuse that too much.
Would you have to physically be able to see it, or could you look at a picture and go there?
Physically be able to see or a place you have great affinity for.
Thank you to AdioRadley and SamWisely. Look them up on Twitter and Twitch.
Is it? I thought it was Adio, not Audio.
It is.
Is it Adio? I always get it wrong. All right. Thank you for joining us, and
See you now.
if this gets onto YouTube, like and subscribe.
And hi, Mom.
And hi, Mom. Yep. And Heimlich. Shout out to friends and family who don't know or probably won't be listening to this. True
You're our
story.
favorite.
You're our favorite. If you don't listen to this, please do. Continue doing that. Goodbye.
He's gonna fall down the stairs.
Hey! I have fallen down the stairs and I'm in great pain now. Ah!
Sam, are you okay? Are you okay?
You sound a little bit more enthused at trying to help me.
Sam, are you okay?